now live from Lake Worth, Florida, Legendary Alex Cardinale proudly presents the 2021 Thanksgiving Bash. Please welcome Alex Cardinale.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Welcome to the inaugural Thanksgiving Bash here on my YouTube channel, The Legendary Alex Cardinale. I'm your host, Legendary Alex Cardinale. I hope you're having a wonderful Thanksgiving so far. Today I have an action-packed Thanksgiving Day broadcast coming your way. I have an appearance from my buddy, my amigo, Chef Alex Cardinale, who is going to give you delicious turkey cooking tips as well as 2 delicious Thanksgiving side dishes. I'm sure many of you are slaving over your stoves right now, cooking your delicious turkey dinner, but Chef Alex Cardinale has some tips for you to ensure your turkey stays nice and moist this year. And if you're getting ready to start your turkey, these tips will be very beneficial for you. I also have some other awesome topics coming your way today. NFL football will be on today. Every year there are 3 games played on Thanksgiving Day, and I'm going to preview each of the 3 NFL football games today. As you guys know, I am a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan, but I do love NFL football. So with that being said, I'm ready to start our awesome Thanksgiving Day broadcast. Before I begin, I would like to say thank you to everybody that has tuned in to my very first Thanksgiving Day bash. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video, whether you're tuning in live as this video is happening or if you watched a replay. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune into today's video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed today's video, please make sure to leave a like, comment down below in the comments, and share today's video. So, happy Thanksgiving to all of you, my legendary subscribers and viewers. I hope you all have a great day with a great turkey dinner. Gobble, gobble, gobble. And of course, I hope you enjoy my inaugural Thanksgiving bash. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, I'm going to start today's video with a very important message that is very beneficial for everyone of all ages. And this is very important. I want all of you to celebrate today with your loved ones and remember to live every day like it is your last. Cherish everything that you have in life. You may think that you have it bad, but there are people out there that have it worse than you. So cherish everything you have and celebrate your time with your loved ones, because you never know when you're going to lose your loved one. So this year for Thanksgiving, my family lost a loved one to start Thanksgiving week. On Monday, my mother lost her aunt, which means that I lost my great aunt. She passed away suddenly and unexpectedly. So that is why I'm telling you to cherish every moment you have with your family and live life like it is your last day on the earth, because you never know when it will be your last day. So I figured that'd be a very important message to start today's show. With that being said, let's get right into our fun topics and let's celebrate Thanksgiving. What are you thankful for this Thanksgiving? Let me know in the comments what you are thankful for this year. I would be really, really happy to read everything that you guys are very thankful for. Now, for me personally, I have a whole lot to be thankful for, and I'm going to share with you everything that I am thankful for this year. So here is what I am personally thankful for this year. The first thing is getting my COVID-19 vaccinations. I'm very thankful that the COVID-19 vaccinations were available this year because they really do help prevent you get COVID. And if you do get COVID, then they're not going to be life-threatening. It's not going to kill you. And I'm really thankful that I did not get COVID-19 this year. I'm also thankful that I am alive, happy, and healthy, and that this year was a phenomenal year. I am really enjoying 2021. I am thankful for my friends and my family who support me in everything that I do. A lot of my friends love my YouTube channel and watch my YouTube videos, and I am really thankful for that. I really, really appreciate all my friends who watch my videos, and my family also supports my YouTube videos. I really appreciate that. I am thankful that I started bowling again. I have fun every Thursday nights. I love my bowling league and I love bowling, and it is my weekly exercise. Obviously, there's no bowling today because today is Thanksgiving, but next week I can't wait to resume bowling and have fun again. I am thankful for my job as a host at Texas Roadhouse. Next Sunday, December 5th, will officially mark my first year at Texas Roadhouse and my first year working at a job. It will be my first time working at a job for 1 year. I'm really excited about that. And over the last year at Texas Roadhouse, I have had a blast. I have made friends with a lot of my coworkers and real personal friends as well, and I'm loving it there. I get along great with everybody. I like the regulars who come in and say hi every day. I really enjoy working at Texas Roadhouse. I started out as a seater, and I enjoy doing that. Now I work on board, which basically I assign where each guest is going to seat, and I hand the ticket to the seater. I also do call aheads, I take names, and I also update. So basically, I do everything in the host position, and hopefully by my second year at Texas Roadhouse, I will be a server. That is my ultimate goal. And by my fifth year, I will hopefully be a manager. So very thankful to have the opportunity to be employed this year because last year at this time I was unemployed. I'm also thankful to be living in South Florida where I have great weather year round. It is beautiful up here in the spring. It is beautiful up here in the summer. It is definitely gorgeous here in the winter and fall. And I'm very happy about that. I no longer have to deal with freezing cold temperatures or snow. I absolutely hate snow. As a matter of fact, today, Thanksgiving, it is 65 degrees outside, which is perfect for me. And that means I can go swimming if I wanted to, and I can go swimming on Christmas, which is perfect as well. I am thankful for my tropical fish. I have enjoyed the aquarium hobby this year as I do every year, and I've kept some amazing fish species this year. I've had the opportunity to grow out a monster red-tailed catfish, a monster tiger shovelnose catfish, a monster marble acara catfish, and now I have some other exotic fish that I'm enjoying, like chocolate cichlids, severums, etc. And I have plans on getting more aquariums heading into 2022. I'm thankful for Brandy the Beagle. Brandy is my 5-year-old beagle that I got in 2016. She is happy and healthy, and she keeps me happy and gives me plenty of exercise. And last but not least, I am thankful for my YouTube channel. I love being able to do YouTube videos, and I think it is absolutely amazing that I get to share my voice with everybody that enjoys tuning into my videos. And I get to share my experience and my knowledge on tropical fish and talk about everything that I love. And I'm thankful for all of you that watch all my videos. I really hope you enjoy the videos that I put out there. It really, really is wonderful that I get to share everything that I love with all of you. And by the way, the reason I am talking kind of low today is it's about 6 o'clock in the morning here, and I'm up early because I am preparing the prime rib and getting everything ready. I don't want to wake up my family. So technically, this video is not live, but it is being recorded live, and by the time it airs, it have been pre-recorded, but it will still air as a live stream. As you can imagine, by the time this video airs, I will be in the kitchen very busy. But nonetheless, it is still a very, very fun video, and it's a video I think you're going to enjoy. I hope you're enjoying it so far. All right, so now, this is the part of the show where some people are going to be relatively surprised because Thanksgiving is all about giving thanks. I have some thanks to give to some people who have been very beneficial in my life and people that I'm honored to have in my life. So, I have some special Thanksgiving shout outs to give. And the first shout out goes to my friend and fellow YouTuber Matt Thibodeau. Now, Matt is a wonderful friend of mine. He's my best friend, and he is the person responsible for getting me back here on YouTube and getting me back to doing my video podcast because it was maybe May or June. I had contemplated quitting doing podcasting and quitting YouTube, and I'm glad I did not do that because I probably would have a boring life. I have a lot of fun doing this. I really, really enjoy doing YouTube, interacting with everybody. I really, really, really appreciate Matt for telling me that he misses my YouTube channel and telling me that I have great content. So thank you, Matt. You rekindled my passion for YouTube, and I really appreciate that. He actually watches every single video that I put out there, which is incredible. I really, really appreciate the time and effort he puts in as a fan of my channel. That is what you call a friend. He is a true friend, and I really appreciate that. So make sure you guys check out his YouTube channel, Matt Thibodeau. He does pet videos, vlogs, and all sorts of things like that. So my next shout out actually goes to my boss and also the owner of Texas Roadhouse in West Palm Beach, and her name is Jackie Roberts. Jackie is the person that actually hired me at Texas Roadhouse West Palm Beach. It was right around this time last year. I think it was a couple days after Thanksgiving that I had my interview and I ended up getting hired. So, Jackie, I want to thank you for allowing me to work for Texas Roadhouse. I was kind of scared when I got hired because I wasn't sure if I was going to fit in because I never worked in front of a house at a restaurant before. I went to culinary school and I worked in the kitchen as a line cook uh, and I did some baking, but I never worked as a host, so I wasn't sure what to expect. But I absolutely love it, and I've made friends with everyone at Texas Roadhouse, as I mentioned earlier. So if it wasn't for Jackie, I don't think I would be employed today. So I'm really, really thankful for that. And I also want to give special shout outs to the managers at Texas Roadhouse. I've made friends with many of them, including my friend Andrew, who is now a manager at another Texas Roadhouse, but he believed in me, and he's part of the reason that I got promoted to doing board instead of just seating. I also want to say thank you to Ryan. He's another friend of mine and another great manager. And everyone at Texas Roadhouse, whether they're employees or guests, they've all been very nice to me, and I really appreciate that. So then we've got Jackie and Nikki, two servers that I've become very close personal friends with. Very lovely ladies, and they support everything I do. And I really, really appreciate that. And last but not least, we've got some of my supporters that really support me here on YouTube, and they are what I consider to be my loyal legendary viewers and loyal legendary subscribers. And that would include Steve's Aquatics, Wiz, and Big Tank Hank. Yes, I know they mostly watch all my fish keeping videos, but I'm pretty sure they do catch some of my special episodes like this one. So I want to say thank you to them for supporting everything that I do. I truly, truly appreciate it. So it really is well loved by me. Okay, so moving on to my next topic, and this might be a little bit controversial, but this is something that I wanted to talk about. And it is what I think everybody should be thankful for this year. What I think everyone should be thankful for. Well, first and foremost is being alive. Everyone should be thankful that they are alive and they are healthy here in 2021, because you could be dead. So I think you should be thankful for being alive. I think you should be thankful for their family and friends. I think you should be thankful you have a family and you have friends, because nowadays it is hard to come by true friends. I think you should be thankful that things are slowly going back to normal. And finally, the holidays are here. And this year, we're finally going back to a normal holiday season, a normal Thanksgiving, a normal Black Friday, and luckily this year, a normal Christmas, which is awesome. So that is what I think you should be thankful for. And I can't wait to read what you're thankful for in the comments. All right, now let's talk about food, because food, besides being thankful, is the key part of Thanksgiving, and it is a major part of Thanksgiving. And you guys know I'm a good cook. I used to be a chef. So, what am I making today for Thanksgiving? Here is what I am making for Thanksgiving today. I've already got my prime rib in the oven, so I am making prime rib, and it is smelling really good in the oven. I'm also making a broccoli and cheddar casserole, and that's going to be something that I've never made before, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it comes out. I've made it a couple of weeks ago, and it was great, but I never made it on Thanksgiving, so I'm looking forward to seeing how it comes out in a large quantity. When I made it a few weeks ago, I just made it for me and a friend, but now I'm going to make it for my entire family. I am also making mushroom rice stuffing, which is a very, very delicious stuffing. It's like a rice pilaf, but it has stuffing in it. And the last thing I am making is spaghetti pie. I'm Italian, and Italians must have pasta on Thanksgiving. Usually I have either mac and cheese or lasagna, but last year I made spaghetti pie, and this year I am making spaghetti pie once again because that's what my brother wants, and I love spaghetti pie. So, what are my favorite Thanksgiving foods? Well, I love turkey. You can't go wrong with turkey. I love a nice, moist turkey. Turkey is great with gravy. I love prime rib. I have prime rib on Thanksgiving and Christmas. I love stuffing. My mom makes an absolutely delicious sausage stuffing, and you guys should try my mom's sausage stuffing. It has sausage, black olives, and stuffing in it. It is really, really good. I love cranberry sauce. I like mashed potatoes, although I will admit that for many years I did not like mashed potatoes. And then, of course, I'm a big dessert guy. Everyone knows that I have a sweet tooth, and I love desserts. So, my favorite dessert on Thanksgiving is apple pie. I love apple pie. I love chocolate cream pie, white chocolate pie. My friend Jeremy Stellhorn has made my white chocolate pie before. And that reminds me that I forgot to give a shout out to my friend Jeremy Stellhorn. So thank you, Jeremy, for being a friend for so many years. But white chocolate cream pie is delicious. I've made that many years ago. I like cannoli pie, which we got from an Italian bakery for this year. So I like a lot of pies. And then, of course, I like pumpkin whoopie pies, which I made the last 5 or 6 years. I didn't make it this year, but I usually make it every year. But maybe next year I'll bring it back. So those are my personal favorite Thanksgiving foods. What are your favorite Thanksgiving foods? Let me know in the comments, and I will be happy to read what your favorite Thanksgiving foods are. And I can't wait to see what foods you like. What foods do you not like on Thanksgiving? The foods that I don't like on Thanksgiving are squash and turnip. I absolutely hate squash and I hate turnip. Don't like it at all. All right. So now it's time to bring on my friend, Chef Alex Cardinale. I'm going to throw the show to the kitchen, and Chef Alex Cardinale is going to take over with his recipes and those delicious turkey cooking tips. So here is Chef Alex Cardinale. Hey everyone, Chef Alex Cardinale here. Honored to join the 2021 Thanksgiving Bash. Welcome to my kitchen. I'm pretty sure most of you are already in your kitchens preparing Thanksgiving dinner, and I'm sure your turkey is already in the oven. My turkey's already in the oven. I woke up at 7 o'clock this morning to make my prime rib and the turkey as well. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and give you my turkey cooking tips to make sure that your turkey comes out nice and moist and you have a perfect turkey. So if your turkey's already in the oven, you can use my turkey cooking tips for Christmas or for New Year's or for any time you're going to prepare a turkey again. But if you are getting ready to prepare your turkey right now, these tips are going to be very beneficial for you. So I'm going to start with my first tip, which is for anyone that has their turkey in the oven right now. And that is, do not open the oven door that many times. Because every time you open the oven door, you are letting hot air escape. And every time hot air escapes, the oven temperature is going to go down. So let's say, for example, you're cooking your turkey at 375. Every time you open the oven door and the hot air escapes, it's going to go down by 10 degrees down to 365. And we don't want that to happen when we are cooking turkeys because it could affect the quality of how the turkey cooks, and it could make your turkey cook a lot longer than it's supposed to. So my advice to you is to limit the times that you open an oven. Very similar to when baking pastries and cakes. We don't want to lose our hot air when we're roasting turkeys or any sorts of meat. So let's get to my other important turkey cooking tips. And this is for getting your turkey into the oven and getting it prepped for roasting. The first tip is to use a very good large roasting pan. Use a roasting pan that has 2-inch sides. Too high of a side will prevent the lower part of the bird from browning and can make basting the turkey difficult. So 2-inch sides are perfect for a large roasting pan. My next cooking tip is the oven temperature. Make sure we are using a steady temperature. And by steady, I am meaning we use the same cooking temperature throughout the cooking process. Okay? So, for example, if we're cooking our turkey at 375, make sure that our oven stays at 375 constantly throughout the cooking process. Rub the turkey all over with olive oil or butter. This will make crispy skin. and I'm sure we all love crispy skin on our turkeys. So before we add the turkey to the oven, make sure we rub it with olive oil, canola oil, or butter, and our favorite seasoning. And remember, turkey is safe for dogs. Just make sure not to give turkey skin to dogs. They can have white meat or dark meat, and meat only, and not bones as well. So if your roasting pan will fit in your oven the long way, put the turkey in the oven with its legs pointing towards the back of the oven, since it's usually the hottest spot and the legs tend to cook slower than the breast. If the roasting pan will only fit in horizontally, be sure to rotate it halfway through cooking so both sides of the turkey cook evenly. And that is a very important cooking tip that I just read to you, and that is one that I use for when I'm cooking turkeys. And my last cooking tip for cooking the perfect turkey is the proper internal temperature for turkey and all poultry is 165 degrees Fahrenheit, not 170 degrees Fahrenheit. I've noticed on my research that a lot of the Google websites tell you to cook your turkeys until 170 degrees Fahrenheit. You absolutely do not want to do that, because if you cook your turkey to 170, it's probably going to be very well done and very dry. Poultry cooks completely at 165. 165 is what your turkey should read, and you can take it out of the oven. So if you want a nice moist turkey, take it out of the oven at about 162 degrees Fahrenheit. Remember, food continues to cook after it is taken out of the oven. So when you take your turkey out of the oven at 162 and you put it on your counter and you let it rest for 20 minutes, it will reach 165. And those are my tips for making the best turkey and the most moist turkey that you will ever have. So like I said, after you take the turkey out of the oven, let it rest for 20 to 30 minutes. The juices will redistribute and you'll get moister turkey slices. Nobody likes a dry turkey that we have to douse with gravy to enjoy. So by taking the turkey out at 162 and letting it sit for 20-30 minutes, you're going to have moist turkey. Thank you for listening to my turkey cooking tips. Alright, it's time for one of my first recipes here on the 2021 Thanksgiving Bash. So, my first of two recipes is something that I am making today. My first recipe I'm going to give you is a vegetable side dish for Thanksgiving. And it's the first time that I'm going to be making this particular recipe. Broccoli is one of my personal all-time favorite vegetables. I love broccoli, and broccoli is a perfect side dish for turkey and other proteins. So I figured I would incorporate broccoli in my Thanksgiving dinner, and you can as well if you love broccoli. So, a lot of Thanksgivings have green bean casserole and corn casserole, but I, Chef Alex, have decided that I'm going to make a broccoli casserole, a broccoli cheddar casserole. So, basically the ingredients you're going to need are, of course, some fresh broccoli florets, and I decided to buy 2 bags that are already cut up. So, all I've got to do is boil these for about 3 or 4 minutes in a little bit of salted water. You don't want to submerge these all the way in water, just about halfway, because if you fully boil broccoli, you're going to lose all the nutrients and you're going to become mushy and overcooked. So just 3 to 4 minutes, about halfway in salted water. So The two main ingredients in this broccoli cheddar casserole is, of course, the broccoli florets and Velveeta cheese. Now, obviously, right here, I'm going to be using store-brand Velveeta cheese, but basically the same thing. So, the first thing we're going to do to make this casserole is we are going to make our cheddar sauce. And to do that, we're going to take 1 stick of butter and put that in a large sauce pot or stock pot. And we're going to add to that about 4 to 6 tablespoons of flour. And we're going to mix that together well. We're going to make a nice roux. Then we're going to put in about 4 cups of whole milk, or you could do 4 cups of heavy cream. And you're going to whisk, 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 whisk until it is all well combined. And then we're going to let that simmer until it thickens. Make sure we're continually whisking it so it does not burn. Then we are going to add in 1 bag of shredded cheddar, a bag of shredded Monterey Jack, and a bag of shredded mozzarella. Then you're going to melt about half a stick of this Velveeta cheese in the microwave, and then you're going to put that into the sauce pot and whisk it in. Your cheese sauce is ready. Put that to the side. You're going to prepare the broccoli by cooking it in the water, as I mentioned earlier, for about 3 or 4 minutes. Drain it, cool it, and then mix it with the cheese sauce and put it in a pan and sprinkle with breadcrumbs and extra cheese and bake it at 375 for about 15 to 20 minutes, and it is done. A delicious broccoli casserole. I made this a couple weeks ago. It is delicious. You have to try it. But this is my first time making it for Thanksgiving. Give this recipe a try, folks, and let me know how it is. And my second recipe I'm giving out today is a stuffing recipe. But it's a very unorthodox and unique stuffing because the main ingredients are a little bit unusual. You normally don't think of these 2 ingredients as a stuffing or a dressing side dish. But I learned this recipe years ago from my aunt, and I made it better, and I made my own twist on it, and it's a very, very delicious dressing or stuffing side dish, and I think you're going to like it. So before I give you the recipe, let me show you the 2 ingredients that I am talking about. So the first ingredient is long grain parboiled rice. Now this is a big bag. This is a 5-pound bag of rice, but obviously, I'm not going to use all 5 pounds. I'll probably use about 2.5 to 3 pounds. Remember, rice makes a lot, so if I were to make all 5 pounds, I would have stuffing for weeks. Instead, I just want stuffing for a 1-day thing, or maybe a few days, so I will use about 2.5 to 3 pounds of rice. And then, our next star of this dish is mushrooms. So I am a big mushroom fan. I love mushrooms, and I love rice, and I love stuffing. So one year I decided that I was going to create a mushroom rice stuffing. My aunt had a variation that used wild rice, but I hate wild rice, so I will never use wild rice again. Now I just use rice and mushrooms. And then the other 2 key ingredients in this recipe are, of course, stuffing. And these are just regular white cubes that have seasonings added to them. So you use about 4 bags of these. And then to keep it nice and moist, we've got beef broth. And I add a secret ingredient, which is Marsala wine. So to make this recipe, what you're going to do is you're going to prepare rice. So cook your rice as usual, and I made the rice last night which is what you can do for this recipe to save yourself some time. So this morning, what you're going to do is you're going to chop up some onions, and in a large stock pot, you're going to add your onions and mushrooms, and you're going to saute them really well until they are cooked. Then you're going to add in your rice. Then you're going to add in your stuffing. Then you'll add your Marsala wine, and you'll add your beef broth. Mix it well. Then you'll put it in a large pan and bake it at a 375-degree oven for about 40 to 45 minutes. And let me tell you, this is one of the best rice dishes you'll ever have. Technically, it is called the stuffing, but it's more like a rice pilaf consistency with some croutons added in there. But it's a really good Thanksgiving side dish, a little bit unorthodox, and a lot delicious. All right, Chef Alex saying thank you to the legendary Alex Cardinale for allowing me to be on the 2021 Thanksgiving Bash. I will see you on the 2021 Christmas Bash with my delicious cookie recipes. Happy Thanksgiving, and enjoy the rest of your Thanksgiving dinner. All right, thank you very much, Chef Alex Cardinale, for those delicious recipes, as well as those delicious turkey cooking tips. So I've got two more topics for you, and then we'll wrap up this wonderful Thanksgiving bash so you can enjoy your dinner and your cooking. So Thanksgiving dinner technically is a family event, and we want to make it a legendary family event. So I have some legendary tips for hosting a legendary Thanksgiving dinner, and I'm going to give those to you right now. So my first tip for a legendary Thanksgiving dinner is to decorate the dining room table with plates and silverware and napkins. By doing this, each of your guests will have a plate that they can put their food on. They'll have silverware they can eat with, and they'll have napkins to clean their face. It will also create a nice atmosphere. Your family members will think that they're eating at a restaurant by doing this, and that'll make it much more fun for them. My next tip is that everybody does something. And what I mean by this is that each member of your family should be helping you out with something, whether it be your brother makes one side dish, your sister makes another side dish, your parents bring dessert. Everybody should be doing something. You should not be responsible for cooking the turkey, the side dishes, and the desserts, as well as provide the beverages as well. Make sure your family gets involved in Thanksgiving dinner as well. And also have family members help prep, cook, and serve the food. Do not put all the work on you, because if you do that, you will not enjoy Thanksgiving at all, and it'll be one of the days of the year that you dislike. So that is why my mother and I team up each Thanksgiving and each holiday so that we look forward to it. My next tip for hosting a legendary Thanksgiving dinner is to serve food buffet style. Buffet style is really simple, and it's most efficient when serving a big crowd. Save yourself time. There's no need to plate people's food. Let them plate themselves. Provide serving spoons and spatulas for food. Let's face it, a lot of times people are going to choose how much food they're going to eat. So that is why a buffet style is perfect for Thanksgiving dinner. That way people can't say that you gave them small portions. They get to choose their own portions. And if they choose too much, they pick it themselves. And if they choose too little, they pick it themselves. That is why I think a buffet style is perfect for Thanksgiving. And my next tip is to provide beverage options. So make sure you have alcohol available for everyone that is 21 years old or older. So you can have wine, you can have beer, You can have spirits like vodka and rum, and maybe you can even create customized cocktails. A good drink that I like to make is what I call an alcoholic fruit punch, which has Mountain Dew Code Red, some pineapple rum or coconut rum, and it has lemonade and pineapple juice in it, and it is really, really good. I think you'll enjoy that. And then, of course, you want to provide soft beverages like sodas and juices for the minors. So make sure there are drinks for everybody. And if there are people out there that don't drink alcohol, make sure that we have soda available for them. And my next tip for having a legendary Thanksgiving dinner is once everyone is done eating, clean up dining room table. Begin putting leftover food in containers and store it in the fridge. Now, I don't know if you guys tuned into my November 2021 Chef Alex Q&A, but I talked about the temperature danger zone, and I talked about my tips for storing Thanksgiving leftovers. Make sure that we remember to keep food out of the temperature danger zone. And what that means is we don't want to leave hot food out for more than 2 hours. So food should not sit out for more than 2 hours. So if everyone is done eating after an hour, start putting food in containers, wrapping it up, and putting it in the fridge so that it is safe for leftovers. Because any food that sits out for more than 2 hours is likely to cause foodborne illnesses. My next and final tip for a legendary Thanksgiving dinner is to reset up the dining room table for dessert. And basically, it's the same idea as dinner: plates, silverware, and napkins. But you can also decorate for Thanksgiving dessert. You could add pumpkins, like my mom has these fancy Thanksgiving decorations right here. And these are something that I would put on only during dessert because dessert is less likely to make a mess than turkey and gravy and mashed potato and gravy. And you don't want that going on a decoration like that. So those are my legendary tips for hosting a legendary Thanksgiving dinner. And now it is time for my final topic, and that is our main event topic for today, and that is NFL football on Thanksgiving Day. So here are the football games that are taking place this year here on Thanksgiving. So on Fox at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, which is taking place right now actually, and 9:30 p.m. or actually 9:30 a.m. Pacific, we have the Bears taking on the Lions. So right now on Fox, we have the Bears taking on the Lions. Later on tonight at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific, we've got the Los Angeles Raiders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And then tonight on NBC and Peacock, we got the Buffalo Bills taking on the New Orleans Saints, 8:20 p.m. Eastern, 5:20 p.m. At Pacific on NBC. So those are the NFL football games taking place tonight. Bears, Lions, Raiders, Boys, Bills, and Saints. So let's get right to my predictions. Now, before I get to my predictions, I do have to say that I'm a little disappointed that my Tampa Bay Buccaneers are not playing on Thanksgiving Day. I think it would be great to see my Buccaneers play. I'd be really thankful to see my Buccaneers play on Thanksgiving Day. It's been years since the Buccaneers played on Thanksgiving Day, so I think it would be awesome to see the Bucs play. What I would like to see on Thanksgiving Day is a Super Bowl rematch each year. So, for example, this year we should have seen the Bucs versus the Chiefs on NBC in a Super Bowl rematch. So maybe going forward, the NFL should consider doing a Super Bowl rematch on Thanksgiving Day. But nonetheless, I'm going to make my predictions for the three NFL games, and I'm going to predict the winner by showing you their logo on the screen. So let's start with the Bears and Lions. Two of the worst NFL teams this season going at it to kick off NFL action here on Thanksgiving Day. The Lions are terrible and the Bears are terrible. But since I have to pick, I'm going to go with the Chicago Bears on this one. That looks pretty cool, the bear logo over my face. But I think it's going to be a very close game. Actually, since the Lions are terrible this year, I think it's going to be a one-sided affair. I think the Bears are going to defeat the Lions 24-7. So that is my prediction. Bears 24, Lions 7. And that's going to be the final of that game, in my opinion. All right, let's go to our next game, which is Los Angeles Raiders versus Dallas Cowboys. And yes, I do have a fan who is a Cowboys fan, and that is my personal friend, Jeremy Stellhorn. He is a Cowboys fan. Jeremy's going to be happy with this one because I'm going to predict that the Cowboys will defeat the Raiders. So I am going with the Dallas Cowboys. And I think this is going to be a very close game. And I'm going to predict that the Cowboys will beat the Raiders 28-24. That should be very, very interesting. And last but not least, we've got the Buffalo Bills taking on the New Orleans Saints. I have to pick the Bills because I'm a Buccaneers fan, and the Saints are in the NFC South. I think this is also going to be a very close fought game, but I've got the Bills winning 21-14. So Buffalo will beat the Saints 21-14. So that's the Bears 24, Lions 7, Cowboys 28, Raiders 24, and the Bills 21, and the Saints 14. Those are my NFL predictions for NFL Thanksgiving 2021. All right, guys, that is the 2021 Thanksgiving Bash. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I had a lot of fun. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you have a great rest of your Thanksgiving. Enjoy your turkey dinner with your family. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. My next holiday bash is going to be my Christmas 2021 bash, and that will be hosted by Santa Claus Alex Cardinale. I will be playing Santa Claus for my 2021 bash, and that will take place Thursday, December 23rd, 2021 at 11:15 p.m. Eastern, 8:15 p.m. Pacific. I'll have delicious cookie recipes from Chef Alex, late Christmas gift ideas, and more. So join me on December 23rd for the Christmas 2021 Bash, hosted by Santa Claus Alex Cardinale. I'll also preview NFL games on Christmas Day, because this year there will be NFL games on Christmas Day. So that should be very fun as well. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. Have a great turkey dinner. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Thanksgiving holiday. And I will see you on the next episode of Legendary Alex Cardinale. Goodbye, everybody, and happy Thanksgiving. Legendary Alex Cardinale here to announce the Legendary Alex Cardinale subscriber giveaway presented by Texas Roadhouse. This giveaway is for all of you, all 16,000 of you subscribed to my YouTube channel, The Legendary Alex Cardinale. On Sunday, March 6th, 2022, I will be celebrating my 8th year as a YouTuber. I will be hosting my 8-year YouTube anniversary. And in order to celebrate that, I'm going to say thank you to my 16,000 subscribers by hosting a prize giveaway presented by Texas Roadhouse. The prize for this giveaway is a customized $75 Texas Roadhouse gift card signed by yours truly, the legendary Alex Cardinale. I will sign the gift card and send it your way. So here is how to enter this contest to win a $75 Texas Roadhouse gift card. Film a video discussing your favorite meal at Texas Roadhouse and your favorite video of mine and favorite thing about my YouTube channel. Now, if you have never eaten at Texas Roadhouse before, then just discuss your favorite video of mine and your favorite thing about my YouTube channel. Email the video to alexgoyankiecardinale19@gmail.com by March 1st, 2022. Anyone that is subscribed to my channel can enter. So I suggest entering so that you can have an all-exclusive entree, appetizer, and dessert, and maybe even a margarita at Texas Roadhouse, courtesy of the legendary Alex Cardinale. So enter right now. Deadline for entry is Tuesday, March 1st, 2022. All video entries will be uploaded to my YouTube channel and the legendary Alex Cardinale subscriber giveaway playlist. Video with the most likes and views wins. The winner will be announced live on March 6th, 2022 during my 8-year YouTube anniversary. Good luck, everybody. Enter now. Remember, entry's deadline is March 1st. Stay legendary, everybody.